Warm welcome. Plenty of action today. Plenty of action. Delhi, Virat Kohli drawing a 15,000 plus crowd. Bangalore with the Ranji action. Eden Gardens with Shomik and Devashish. Bengal playing their possibly their last match. I mean, theoretically, Bengal is still in the contest. Vaibhav joining us from the VCA stadium where Mohammad Siraj playing that particular game. So huge amount of action. Let me go to Gargi and Rohit first. That's where the real action was. Virat Kohli, the Pied Piper of Indian cricket, once again drawing 16 to 20,000 people. I had a chat with the president around 12 o'clock and he tells me we had to get the CRPF ready. We had them as backup because we knew police would be required. We knew CRPF would be required. Gargi, Rohit, give me a full sense of what it was like, the whole fandom. Give me a full sense of what transpired. Whoever is handling the back end, if you could make full screen of Gargi and Rohit, please.
Rohit will join from a separate video, separate frame, because with our height it's difficult. But what's important here is, if I had to sum up the day in one day, I would say absolute madness. Those are two words, but let's take two words. Absolute madness, chaos. I mean, we were all expecting a big crowd to show up for Virat Kohli, but a crowd this big is something I did not expect, especially for an inconsequential Ranji match between Delhi and Railways, two of the sides of the Ranji Trophy. But when we talk about, what transpired from the very beginning, people queuing up since 3 a.m. Can you believe that? People were queuing up since 3 a.m. in the morning to get a glimpse of Virat Kohli. And, at one point there was almost stampede at gate number 17 because there was so much crowd, so many people just rushing in to get into the gate because it was first come, first served basis. And the seats weren't allocated, obviously. Crushed police bike, crushed mobile phones, slippers, sandals, shoes everywhere. People lost their shoes in the crowd, but they don't care. They just want to go inside and see Virat Kohli. And then once they're inside, I kid you not, even for 5 minutes, the crowd did not stop chanting. Even for 5, it was constantly Kohli, Kohli, Kohli. And honestly, I would be annoyed if I was a player because you're constantly hearing these chants and it gets a little bit annoying. But absolute madness. And then the pitch invasion. And then DDCA had to bring out the CRPF. So you can take a guess of what happened today.
Rohit, your update before I go to the others, but from the visuals that we've seen on social media, on television, on everything else, have you seen a Ranji Trophy match where you see this kind of euphoria, this kind of madness? आपने तो बहुत रणजी ट्रॉफी कवर किया हुआ है, ये सारे लोग जो यहाँ पे हैं, शोमिक देवाशीष बहुत कवर किया है, आपने कवर किया है, ऐसा आपने देखा है random like this in a Ranji Trophy game?
No, Bore, absolutely not. Haven't seen anything like that. Even I was asking, few of the senior journalists also who are covering, Ranji Trophy games from last 2 decades or more than 2 decades, and they are also saying that they haven't seen something like that. Even the commentators in the comm box, they are saying that this is because of only one man, and that is Virat Kohli. And that's what we are witnessing here. And I remember, speaking to a DDCA official 2 days back, and he said to in a group interaction that they are expecting only 3,000 to 4,000 people, because there were assumptions that in a test match it's only 25,000 people coming here. The capacity is somewhere around 35,000. So they are not, and plus it's a weekday, not a weekend. So they were expecting a crowd somewhere around 4,000 to 5,000, but as it pans out, it was more than 15,000 people. Only 2 gates, exactly at that point of time. Gate number 16. They have later on opened the gate number 17, and after that, the crowd has came up there. A long wait for the crowd because they were standing from 3 a.m. in the morning. I had word with some of the people. They are coming all the way from Odisha. They've come all the way from the eastern parts of Uttar Pradesh, because some of them are writing that they are coming from Uttar Pradesh. If someone is coming from Noida, not a big deal. Noida, Ghaziabad, but people are coming from the eastern part of Uttar Pradesh. People are coming from Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. So haven't seen anything like that for a while now. Where each and every fan want a glimpse of Virat Kohli. And for me, Burela, what's important is the crowd almost for the whole day. They were cheering just one name, Virat Kohli, and Virat reciprocated as well. There were 20 to 25 incidents in the whole day where Virat at least waved at the crowd, staring at them, having a laugh with them, just trying to be there and just trying to carry that forward. Maybe he was thinking that this could be the last time when he was playing a Ranji match for the Delhi team, and that's why he was taking all with them. Lots of stories, lots of anecdotes, but I think he was just try to build that from here. Tomorrow, everyone is waiting for a masterclass from Virat Kohli. So yes, from start to the end, I think the way Virat Kohli interacted with the fans was the sum out for me for the day, Buryada.
And I was following Twitter with all those "10 rupees ki Pepsi" etc. slogans that you guys were putting out. Always. I mean, this is great to see. This is what star power is all about. I mean, Messi winning the World Cup, going back to Argentina, Virat Kohli playing a Ranji Trophy game. This is what star power is all about. Shomik, Devashish, you guys have covered Ranji Trophy for 25 years. You have seen these kind of visuals all day. Your thoughts on this, and of course, then talk to me about the Bengal match. It was good to see CAB, organizing that thing for Ridhiman Saha. He's playing his last game. A lot of people ask me, do I wish him well? I, of course, wish him well. I wish every cricketer well. That doesn't make Ridhiman Saha a good human being, but that doesn't matter. As a cricketer, he's a good cricketer who's had a good career. Always wish him well. But the fact is, what is going on there at the Cricket Association of Bengal? 120 odd for 4 was the last I had seen. So first, both of you, the Virat Kohli madness that you've seen on social media and the Bengal match. Shomik, Devashish.
See, one man has single-handedly given domestic cricket a facelift. He has brought in about 20,000 fans at Kotla. He has forced the host broadcasters change their schedule and live telecast this game. Virat Kohli might not be scoring runs at the moment in international cricket, but he remains the game's biggest brand. I mean, I bumped onto a tweet from Mazhar Arshad from Pakistan, a very respected statistician from Pakistan. And he said in a very positive way, not in a negative way, the game's greatest salesman, basically Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli, see, the power of Virat Kohli is that this is nothing new. When India was faltering in Test cricket under Dhoni, he took charge of Test cricket, single-handedly gave Test cricket a facelift. And even in the twilight of his career, he continues. We talk about Indian cricket being a prisoner of star culture, but there is the other side to it. Virat Kohli is the reason. Virat Kohli's star power, stardust is the reason why Indian cricket earns millions. If you see $6.2 billion media revenue from the IPL, and Virat Kohli is a major reason for that. And this stardust, in a way, also helps Indian cricket. So there are two sides to it, and Virat Kohli once again showed, what a big deal he still is in Indian cricket.
Shubhan, same question for you. I mean, what is the problem with superstars? If they turn up, we don't have an issue. We have an issue with prima donnas. If people don't turn up, if people take special privileges, we don't have a problem with a brand. Somebody like a Virat Kohli who brings bums on seats, who gets people from across the country to come and watch a Ranji Trophy match, he's a glue that keeps Indian cricket together. Why should anybody have an issue? It was such a fantastic sight to see people from all across the country be there. And also good that they were all able to go in. And there was no stampede, no nonsense, nothing of that sort thankfully happened. Tomorrow, I hope DDCA is better prepared, because tomorrow this man will bat and the whole stadium will get full. So clearly, today was a dress rehearsal. Shubhan Chakraborty, your thoughts?
Exactly, Buryad. I think it takes me back, and a video is also going viral of Sachin Tendulkar's last match in Lali in Ranji Trophy. and there also around 15,000 capacity crowd went into the stadium to witness Sachin Tendulkar bat, and it reminds me of similar atmosphere. I saw that interview of Gargi and Rohit with Rohan Jetli, and nowhere did he also said that we are expecting capacity crowd or 25,000, 20,000, 30,000 people to enter the stadium, and I'm pretty sure had all the stands been open, there would have been many more thousands people, spectators who would have come in. But again, DDCA should have been better prepared. Influencers are lavishing praise on that security breach during today's play. That should not be the case at all. Security breach is not done at all. But otherwise, it was a festive like atmosphere, not that we have seen in the last few years, or even the last decade in domestic circuit, and that's great for that's great for domestic cricket. And out of all, I think DDCA would hope that Virat continues to play Ranji Trophy for one more season or a couple of more seasons, so that he can attract similar kind of crowd at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. But what a fantastic atmosphere, and it was so good to see Virat back in the Ranji fold, and spectators that in that stadium again. So kudos to Virat Kohli, kudos to DDCA, and I think we are going to expect a jam-packed stadium tomorrow when he walks out to bat, because everyone wants Virat Kohli to bat, wants to see Virat Kohli bat. Boriala.
Vaibhav, your thoughts on this? You obviously watched the Siraj game, but thoughts on Virat and then a comment on the Vidarbha game.
Yeah, obviously it feels good. It feels good when domestic games, it gets a lot of attraction and a lot of buzz. I mean, this is what exactly is needed for domestic cricket, because right now we are seeing 10,000, 15,000 turning up for a Ranji game. This is what the game wants. And, until that time people don't see domestic cricket, there will not be growth of youngsters. Means there are so many budding youngsters who are waiting to see a Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma turn up and play for their domestic team. So I feel it's very important. Even in Nagpur today, I haven't seen this many people watching a Ranji game in Nagpur at the VCA. Just because Siraj was there, that's why these many people turned up. Only one stand was open for the fans. And, even when Siraj was not bowling, he was at the dugout, still people were there. Still people were there because they wanted to see the glimpse of Siraj. That's what they want. So I mean it's very important now, since the BCCI guidelines, new BCCI guidelines have come. I think it's very important. It is with this guideline will help senior players and all the players to come and play domestic cricket regularly, more frequently. So we'll be able to see more such crowds more frequently in domestic cricket, not just Ranji, but Vijay Hazare Trophy, Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, Duleep Trophy, all the domestic tournaments.
Devashish, you have been silent so far. Let me get a comment from you on what you've seen in terms of social media madness, plus a comment on the Bengal game. Devashish, then before I go back to Rohit and Gargi.
Despite being at the Eden Gardens, obviously I was there for a few moments, for a couple of hours, because I had to rush for another.
Yeah, your audio is somewhat problematic.
একটু গ্লিচ করছে, দুটো হেডফোন নিয়ে নাও, দুটো হেডফোন সাথে নিয়ে নাও। শ্রমিকদার কানের হেডফোনটা নিয়ে নাও।
শ্রমিকের হেডফোনটা নে, হ্যাঁ শ্রমিকেরটা নে।
So all I was saying that I was here for the Bengal match for a couple of hours, but despite being at the Eden Gardens, I was completely glued to the mobile, watching the proceedings, what was happening in Kutla. Obviously, and it was just bizarre to watch so many number of fans just to watch Virat Kohli, and that itself proves the star power he has. Obviously, it's a special moment. Definitely, Indian cricket has never witnessed that for a superstar, with crowds flocking in from 3 a.m. in the morning, and that is the beauty of Virat Kohli. And it is just a dress rehearsal today. Imagine what will happen when Virat Kohli bats tomorrow. I think that Kutla crowd will be full house, and there will be a few thousands more who will be waiting outside on the stage. And I was just watching on Hotstar. There was at least 54 lakhs. When I last heard, I even told Somita does what? 54 lakh people watching Virat Kohli just will. just building 54 lakh people watching him. Imagine what will be the numbers tomorrow when Virat bat. It will cross 1 crore definitely. So that is the magic of Virat Kohli. Muriyada.
Gargi and Rohit, question for both of you. Take your time. Gargi first, then Rohit. Just give me a detailed lowdown. All of us need to hear. You all were there from 8 a.m. When did the build-up start? You all spoke to the crowd. You all spoke to the organizers. You all spoke to Rohan Jetli. You all experienced the match. Gargi, you first, then Rohit. Give me a whole detail. How did the build-up happen? What was the mood like? What was the atmosphere like? Give me everything that you've seen, like a first-hand ground report. Gargi first, then Rohit.
I won't even start today morning. I will start day before yesterday when we spoke to Rohan Jetli, because that's when we really got the feel of what's going on at the DDCA, how they are preparing, how they are building up. So when we spoke, when we were in that office of Rohan Jetli, Rohan was speaking to, Jetli was speaking to one of his colleagues as well. And the colleague, very casually said, I don't think more than 4 or 5,000 people will show up because this is a Ranji game. No one showed up in the practice session yesterday as well. So, but Rohan Jetli was like, nah. This is Virat Kohli. You're being visual about this, but look, you have to be prepared for at least 15,000 people, which is precisely what happened. Because when we start at 8 a.m. today, Rohit was here, I was here. Rohit was speaking to a lot of fans, and they said that they had been queuing up since 3 a.m. morning, which is a long time. Especially in the Delhi cold, it was a foggy, chilly morning, and yet again, people were queuing up since the very morning at 3 a.m., at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. People had been there for a very long time. When the gates finally opened, I told you, right, there was a stampede-like situation, gate number 17, and people were absolutely mad. It was absolute madness, the way that people were rushing in, the way that people were chanting throughout the match. I'm not even talking like 5 minutes of silence. There was 1 over when Virat Kohli went out for a break. That's the only point where the crowd was actually quiet. And when the Delhi batters came out to bat today, more people were rooting for the first 2 wickets or cheering for the first 2 wickets because they thought Virat Kohli would come in. And they were cheering for the opposite team. They were cheering for Railways to get the wickets of the first 2-3 batters, but that did not happen, unfortunately, for them. But when we talk about it, when we look at the attention that this has brought to domestic cricket, I think it's absolute madness. And on the other hand, I also think about how much domestic cricket had been missing out on. There's some real quality cricket going on. Global stars had participated in the last decade or had participated continuously throughout their careers. I think there was a lot to be done. Maybe you could have seen stands like this filled to the brim in every match, but that's just something we can only wish for.
Okay, let me go to Rohit now, but let me answer this. Lucky Bhaskar, you're going after Rohit Juglan for informing you what Virat Kohli ate for lunch. By the way, it's not Rohit Juglan alone, it's the whole country. Now, if you ask me, this is not the only thing that Rohit Juglan is reporting. Imagine the state of your understanding of the sport and what you want to pick on. Rohit Juglan is also reporting on the crowd. He's reporting on the madness. He's reporting on the Virat Kohli fandom. He's reporting on the state of the game. He's reporting about how Ranji Trophy has come alive, and you decide to pick on only the chili paneer. So clearly one understands what your motive is, my friend. So, let us not get to that. We understand and distinguish between a troll and not a troll. So Rohit Juglan is reporting on a host of other things, because otherwise I would have asked Rohit to go and report. And by the way, it's not Rohit alone. I've seen multiple tweets on this, multiple media houses, what Virat Kohli is reporting, eating, etc., etc. This is the social media age. You decide what you want, because, when it's a 25-course buffet, it is on.
I have received, Muriyada, I have received at least 10 calls. I have received at least 10 calls to tell about who's the chef, who's the head canteen member, and these are some top channels. These are not me only doing that story. We were the first one doing that interview. We were the first one, went to him, and it's not like that we approached him. It's like that we were reporting there, and he was directly came towards us, and he said that, look, my profile is like that. I do this kind of work. 15 years ago, when Virat Kohli used to have butter chicken and all the chili chickens, I used to prepare those. Earlier also, multiple times when he played for India, there were multiple people coming to him and ask him about that. whether you want a 5-star meal or you want some, something very specific. He said, no, I want the meal from the canteen itself. So I thought that it's a good story just to tell that what the Virat Kohli pre 2012 was up to. Lot of butter chicken, lot of chili chicken, lot of junk all around his meal. And now as specific that he said, I want just only one chili paneer. And 2 days ago, when there was option of a chole puri or a chole chawal, he said that I want chole chawal. That's it. So that's where the whole story is from. And but talking about the buzz, from on 20th when I came here for the reporting, on 20th when I came for the practice, there was no one. There was no one around. Before that, I also came here. We did a story in Hindi and in English also, that how the preparations are going on. There were, barricadings. They were starting up with the barricadings. There were multiple ambulances. There was something, going on in the ground. On 20th when I came here, there was no one. So I thought that, look, it's a Ranji Trophy game. 20,000 people in a test match. And, maybe I'm thinking a lot if I'm thinking that, 10, 15,000 people will come. But I remember day before yesterday, suddenly the social media buzz was around it. Suddenly a lot of people asking me questions when they see me that, I'm reporting from the ground. They were asking me that, when will he come? What documents we should bring? What's the gate number? What's the timing? Which channel? Everything they were asking me about it. Then I, suddenly trying to understand this, that yes, there were thoughts about it that people want to see this game. But when we had a chat with Mr. Jaitley, he specifically told this: this is Virat Kohli returning. We are prepared for each and everything. You see the guards, you see the police officers, you see the entry and exit points, you see the services inside. It was like DDCA was expecting around 10,000 people, but it's more than 10,000. It was 15,000 today. Maybe it will go higher to 20,000 or 25,000 tomorrow. And because Virat Kohli will be batting tomorrow. So definitely going to be a bit busier day as compared to today, Boryada. And I'll definitely want to know, from the DDC administrators after this live, I really want to have a word with the DDC administrator that what's the preparations for tomorrow, because tomorrow be a bigger day. Today, the whole of the Delhi knows. If someone in the Delhi doesn't know about it, whole of the country knows, whole of the Delhi knows, the NCR knows that Virat Kohli is playing. And we can't miss this. I'm not comparing it with a Coldplay or a Diljit Dosanjh concert, but it's a buzz, it's a feeling like that only. Because everyone I'm talking to, they are saying that it's a must watch for a Virat Kohli fan. It's a must watch for a cricket fan, because you can't see this kind of atmosphere in a Ranji Trophy game. And that's why they are saying to all the people around them that come and watch this game. Come and let's see Virat Kohli play, quote unquote, for the one last time Delhi in Ranji Trophy game. So there were a lot of chats about it. So I think tomorrow will be a much busier day, much hectic day. The security personnel, I'll definitely see the increase in the security personnel. Definitely see in the local servicing guards. Definitely see someone inside also. Paramilitary was here after one of the fan, imposed the security services, the paramilitary being called. So there were multiple things, Boryada. I think tomorrow it all will build up as far as tomorrow's game is concerned.
औदित्र बैनर्जी, क्या दिन आ गए। रणजी ट्रॉफी देखने में लोग आ रहे हैं भाई। पहले रणजी ट्रॉफी देखने के लिए 20-25 हजार लोग कॉमन थे। ऐसा नहीं है कि दिन आज आ गए, दिन पहले चले गए थे, दिन चेंज हो गया था, फिर वापस आ गया। Shubhan, before I go to Shubhan, actually, Shomik and Devashish, what was it like at the Eden Gardens? Of course, the atmosphere was not 120th as close or 150th as close, but thoughts on this, Shomik? I mean, this kind of madness, it's also because it's free. Ranji Trophy is always free for anyone to come. That has been the case. It's not a Coldplay concert that you need a ticket which is elusive. It is not a Diljit Dosanjh concert that you have to get a ticket and you have to beg, borrow, steal, spend money. Here, all you need to do is turn up and watch Virat Kohli. That is also the attraction for the common man, the actual common fan, to come and watch this man in action. Shomik and Devashish? শোনা যাচ্ছে না? Wait. Mute. Unmute them. Yeah.
See, we all are child of our time. I mean, the fact of the matter is that Virat Kohli is Indian cricket's greatest brand ever. I mean, Sachin Tendulkar's boom happened at a time when India entered into a free economy. Virat Kohli's things were coupled with the fact, but 95% of Sachin Tendulkar's career happened when there was no social media boom. Virat Kohli's career, I mean, when India grew as a nation, plus the social media boom, and together, both combined, it made, and obviously 82 international hundreds, and what Virat Kohli's contribution to Indian cricket, what he has done for Indian cricket, it has made him the biggest cricket brand ever as far as Indian cricket is concerned. Now, the thing is that uh, as, as for Indons, it offered a complete different end of the spectrum, which is normal. This is normal. I would say normality prevailed at Eden Gardens in the sense. These days, for domestic cricket, only a handful of people turn up. Only the domestic cricket nerds. There are one of them today blowing conch shells with every Punjab wicket falling and with every boundary scored by the Bengal batsmen. But they are very few and far between. And mind, this is sort of a dead driver from Bengal and Punjab's perspective. Bengal are effectively out. Punjab are already out. Bengal need a mini miracle to qualify for the knockouts. But still, about 200 spectators turned up at the upper tier of the clubhouse. Um, the game was sort of played in tranquility. There was a good century from Anmol Malhotra from Punjab. Bengal's debutant Sumit Mahanta took 4 wickets. But at the end of the day, from Bengal's point of view, once again, that batting that has let them down throughout the season was once again came to the fore. 4 wickets fell. Bengal limped to 119 for 4. But the thing is that poor shot selection, Bengal once again was done in by poor shot selection and poor application from their top order. Bengal, this season is over. Bengal need to get their act together for the next season.
Devashish, same question for you. Same question for you. Let's get a little deeper into the Bengal thing before I go back to Shubhayan and Vaibhav. Bengal, 190 all. In fact, at one point in time, Bengal had Punjab on the ropes, 5 for 2, 25 for 3, something for 4. But thereafter, that 100 from the wicketkeeper getting them to 190 odd. Bengal has had a poor season, a very, very poor season. All said and done, 14 points from 6 games. However much you tell me that the Bihar game, they could have got points, etc. This is time for Snehashish Ganguly and his team to introspect, to get it right, to get Ranji Trophy right, because ultimately this is the one tournament that matters. Devashish Sen, your women are doing very well. Your men need to step up. Devashish.
And I would also like to add that Kerala game. Means obviously Bengal could have easily had Bengal got full points, then things would have been different. But at the same time, one thing that goes in favor of Lakshminaratham Shukla's boys is that they did not get the full squad. Means it's either Akashdeep who missed out, it's Mukesh Kumar who missed out, Abhimanyu Ishwaran missed out in both the matches. So it's
Why
not
is
that
Mukesh not playing today? Devashish, why is Mukesh not playing
why
today?
is Mukesh not playing?
Injury.
He had an injury, according to Shomikda. But Moriana, about Virat Kohli's match, I think where DDC again, I think Mumbai Cricket Association lost in the way that when Rohit Sharma decided to play that Ranji Trophy, that match easily could have been staged at the Wankhede Stadium, where and the crowds would have been allowed free entry. Then it would have been interesting to watch how much of a crowd Rohit Sharma drawn in that particular Ranji Trophy game. I think clearly BKC is not. You don't get that many crowds in BKC. I think what BDCA it was well done to BDCA. The manner in which the match was organized, getting the crowds to entry, giving an opportunity to the fans to watch Virat Kohli play a Ranji Trophy, and that is what you want, because and the learning curve for me, what the BCCI should take away from this is to ensure that from next season, each and every star player plays the Ranji Trophy game, because what the hype and hysteria we saw surrounding Virat Kohli, that should be encased by the BCCI in getting the star players play the Ranji Trophy. If they do it, therein lies the success of this 10-point agenda. That BCCI formulated.
Nice points made there. Nice points made there. Vaibhav, let me come to you. Okay, I'll come to Shubhan and then go to Vaibhav. Shubhan, if you see the Ranji Trophy, I mean, this kind of fandom, I actually was thinking about it. I mean, is it right to say that, Virat Kohli, Sachin Tendulkar, people like these, the moment they turn up for even one match, two matches, three matches, the Ranji Trophy gets the gloss. We keep talking about IPL taking a march over Ranji Trophy, right? All of us say that. But the fact of the matter is IPL has all of these fellows turning up for 14 games. IPL has all of these people practicing day in, day out. Ranji Trophy doesn't have that. So to blame Ranji Trophy is kind of unfair. Shubhan Chakraborty?
Absolutely, I completely agree, Boria. And IPL success has always been on the star power. Because IPL's main USP from day one has been that all the world class superstar, world class players, they assemble in one place to play T20 cricket, and that is why IPL is what IPL is today in today's time. And Ranji Trophy, people have seen it in the past. As you started the show with, that Ranji Trophy has had days where thousands of people used to go to the stadiums, not only in Delhi or Mumbai or Kolkata, but across the country to watch their favorite superstars play. Like I was talking about Sachin's last Ranji game, it was in Lali. Lali is far away from New Delhi. It's in a remote state, but still people, 15,000 crowd on an average every day to watch Sachin Tendulkar on the field. That used to be the benchmark in the yesteryears, but nowadays with all the players, and to be honest on the players, today's cricket has increased. The schedule is very tough on players, but whenever there's a gap, these guys should turn up to play Ranji Trophy, one match, couple of matches of league stage, or their availability in knockout matches. And that DDCA is infamous for its politics, for its internal politics and all the dirt. Virat Kohli's presence will make sure that such things don't happen. The deserving players play, and the best part about today's match, people got to watch Upendra Yadav bat. He used to play for UP, but has now shifted to Railways. He has been around in India A circuit for a while now, but I think for the first time, those who have not followed India A matches, they saw him bat for the first time, 95 runs. At the same time, people did not really emphasize on KL Rahul's failure of getting out on 26. So Virat Kohli has taken all the limelight towards him, and in a way safeguarded KL Rahul from criticism. Otherwise, people would have bashed him on social media. But yes, I think it's great for Ranji Trophy, and I agree with Devashish da. I think BCCI from next season onwards should at least make it compulsory to, if not the full season, play at least a couple of matches for your state team, whatever the schedule is.
I totally endorse that. And by the way, Upendra Yadav, I mean, Sriraj Goswami tweeted it nicely that they played together. People should watch him bat, and did not get an opportunity in the IPL, but has always been a consistent domestic performer, Upendra Yadav. So absolutely, that's a point taken. Vaibhav, Siraj, how was it? How was it? How did he bowl? Because I saw your tweet where you said he bowled his heart out, did not get wickets. Then he got that one. Your thoughts, Siraj? Did you see his body language, running in, effort, intensity? We need Mohammad Siraj back, by the way. Vaibhav, your thoughts?
It was a tough day for the bowlers because the temperature was hovering around 37 to 38 degrees. Sun was beating down on the players, and still Siraj bowled 8 overs in his first spell. So that was commendable because see, again, it's an inconsequential match. Nothing much at the stake for Hyderabad because they can't qualify for the next round. Vidarbha is the table topper from Group B. From this group, Vidarbha are through. So it was commendable from Hyderabad bowlers, to give their all, and especially Siraj, because for Siraj to bowl 8 overs in his first spell was something, spectators liked. Whatever he bowled, spectators liked. But despite having that, despite having the surface being very good for the bowlers, there was assistance for the fast bowlers. But Siraj, I have tweeted this, that despite the conditions being favorable, he couldn't get wickets. But he built pressure. If you see his first 8 overs, 5 were maidens. And the maidens he bowled, on the other end, Chama Milan got the wickets. He got the 2 openers. And then Reddy came, then the Tyagarajan came, then those guys, they got the wickets. So it was more about Siraj building the pressure from the other end, from one end, and the other bowlers getting the rewards. But Siraj bowled well. Siraj was hitting the right lengths. there were plenty of plays and misses. He was challenging the batters, but again, it was very disappointing. Yeah, he had a very fierce battle with Harsh Dubey. Harsh Dubey is a 22-year-old. Now I can say bowling all-rounder from Vidarbha. He's the leading wicket taker of this Ranji season, and Harsh Dubey smashed him for 3 sixes before Siraj got him out. So it was a fierce battle post-lunch session where Harsh Dubey had nothing because he was running out of he was running out of partners. He had no one. So it was very courageous from Harsh to take Siraj on, because we know Siraj, the quality of Siraj with the old ball. He knows how to reverse the old ball. So it was a very good battle to watch. Siraj steaming in from one end with the old ball, and Harsh Dubey having that courage to smash Siraj for 3 sixes. Obviously, Siraj got the better of him at the end, but it was a great fight from the youngster. And yeah, you can say that Siraj, it was an unlucky day for Siraj. He could have had 3-4 wickets easily. He could have had 3-4 wickets easily. But what he did as a senior member was he built the pressure. He built the pressure from one end, and the other bowlers, they got the rewards. So it was a good day. It was a good day. I don't think Siraj would be very disappointed, because eventually you have bowled out Vidarbha for 190 in their home ground. So I think it was a very good day for Hyderabad bowlers overall. And then with the bat also, Tanmay Agrawal led the way. Tanmay Agrawal, the leading run scorer of this season, he's leading the way. He's already smashed a half century. So it was a very good day for Hyderabad overall. They bundle out Wither for 190, and then with the bat they end the day with 90 for 2 wickets. So yeah, it was a very good day. Considering that there is not much at stake for Hyderabad, I think it's a good fight from them, because and now I am feeling that the likes of Karun Nair, Dhruv Shore, Atharv Taide could have batted better, because it's not a wicket where a team could get bundle out for 190. But again, all credit to Hyderabad bowlers.
Got it. Vaibhav Taragi, it's sad that after Virat confirmation, Jio decided to broadcast the game. It's like devaluing other players and could be mentally devastating. No, it's not.
94 lakh views. 94 lakh views on Geo Cinema.
And by the way, 2 other matches were already being broadcast. I mean, it is only natural. If Leo Messi plays a game, if Cristiano Ronaldo plays a game, if Novak Djokovic plays a tournament, if Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal plays a tournament, it will happen. I mean, that is what sport is all about. I mean, ultimately, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, we know the numbers. I mean, we know how sport is run. I mean, whether an Usain Bolt, that's why you pay people, right? Why do appearance money get paid to the top stars? That's what sport is. Sport will always have its superstars. If an Usain Bolt is running, and tell me who's the 100-meter champion now? I mean, Noah Lyles will, if he doesn't do his antics and if he doesn't do what he is, all of that stuff in the Olympics, it will not happen. You want your superstars to be there to put bums on seats and sponsors to pay and do all of that. So I absolutely don't think it's a problem. Coming back to Rohit Juglan and Gargi Raut. Rohit, you first and then Gargi. 2 stands or what? 3 stands were open today. Will it be the full stadium tomorrow? Any updates on that? What is the plan for tomorrow? Have you guys had any chance to talk? Was there special lunch? Was the arrangements for the media as good as an international gave? Give me some lowdown. Virat Kohli had chili paneer is fine. What did you guys have? Was DDCA prepared for the media? Because I'm told there was massive media. That's what Rohan Jetli told me on a call. Rohit Juglan, you first.
I'll take this question first, because Rohit is engaged in something. But what I want to say is DDCA was well prepared for the amount of media that showed up. The food was really good. We all had great food, so no complaints over there. But when we talk about the stands, so they had opened up the Gautam Gambhir stand first, which was gate number 17, I believe. And it was always the plan that they would open up one tier at a time, and that's precisely what happened. As the tiers started filling up, they opened up other tiers as well. The Gautam Gambhir stand was filled to the brim. And then after that, the Bishan Bedi stand was also opened up, where the lower part was completely filled. The the upper level was, not that crowd there. When it comes to the other 2 stands, though, from what we've gathered and what we've heard from DDCA officials, from Rohan Jetli, is the fact that those 2 stands are under construction and they do not have access to those stands. Even though Rohan Jetli was very keen on opening up those stands despite the rain over there, there's still no confirmation whether or not they would be open tomorrow. you still have the Bishan Singh Bedi upper tier open for if any more fans show up. But I think the Gautam Gambhir stand and the Bishan Bedi stand are all that DDCA have right now, considering that there's some going on in the other ones.
Bharat Ramraj, my apologies. I missed you for the part of the show, but you watched KL Rahul. 26. Shubhan Chakraborty made this point that Virat Kohli kind of has masked social media today, that people are not talking about KL Rahul, and Shubhan's favorite Anshul Kamboj got him out. How did you watch KL Rahul? 26 there. Mayank Agarwal got some runs. Bharat Ramraj, your thoughts?
Yeah, Kamboj bowled well. So you have to give credit to him. That was a good ball from Anshul Kamboj. So I guess the bowler deserves the credit for that. Yeah, KL Rahul looked in decent touch. Obviously, there was one nervy moment for him where a catch went to the slip cordon, but the umpire judged it as it was not taken cleanly. But easily the player of the day was Mayank Agarwal. Scored a very good 91. Looked very good against spin bowling. Overall, yeah, the crowd when the match started, there were only 10 people. I could count it on my fingers. I was at 8:50 a.m. But as the day progressed, especially when KL Rahul was batting, at least 150 fans were around. So when KL Rahul came out to bat, they created a lot of din. So maybe he has some support here. Unfortunately for them, he could only get 26 runs. So, but credit has to go to the bowler because I thought Kamboj bowled with unremitting discipline and gave nothing away in those overs. He bowled and took a couple of wickets.
One wants KL Rahul to score because it's important for KL Rahul to be good nick going forward. To close the show, closing comments from all my guests. I'll start with Shubhan Chakraborty. Shubhan, all said and done, you want to see these kind of days. When domestic cricket becomes the headline ahead of anything, this level of fandom and from Sachin Tendulkar to Virat Kohli. I remember when Sachin Tendulkar came to my house, there were 10,000 people outside, all wanting a glimpse of Sachin. This is very similar. This is similar when people from all over Delhi and all over the country coming to watch Virat Kohli. He is in that league. The Federer League, the Bolt League, the Djokovic League, the Messi League, the Ronaldo League, the Tendulkar League in terms of brand power. And this is great for Indian cricket. Aren't we glad that we have these guys playing for India? Because Indian cricket is what it is. On the one hand, because of these players, and on the other, because of these fans. The mesh, not the toxicity, not the Rohit fans blaming the Virat fans, but the fact that people want to come and watch these guys is great for Indian cricket. Shubhan Chakraborty.
Absolutely, and I'm elated that these many fans, and suddenly all the matches are not live. It is not live on our smartphones, laptops, TV. But people are at least going to the scorecard and checking. Okay, what's happening in this match? Let me check this match also. Mayank Agarwal has scored 90 plus. Oh, Anshul Kamboj has picked up this wicket. Oh, KL Rahul has scored only 26. So at least people are getting to know about things like Vaibhav mentioned about Harsh Dubey. I don't know how many people know Harsh Dubey and what he has done this season. Around 45, 46 wickets this season, highest wicket taker. Him pipping up against Siraj. It was a great show to enjoy, and I'm pretty sure Vaibhav would have enjoyed it. So this is what fans are missing if they are not going to the stadiums, and credit to BCCI selectors, head coach Gautam Gambhir, whoever's initiative that it was, that it has to be mandatory to play domestic cricket, and they have been actually successful in at least phasing this first part into the scheme straight away, with Rohit playing the other day, with Shubman coming back into the domestic circuit, with Siraj, Virat Kohli and others playing this round. I think it should grow. It should grow to the next season as well. And just before I conclude, I think now that we have seen the fandom, we know what Virat Kohli can attract. He's a crowd puller. He's a showman. We all know that. But what we want now is some runs from his bat. If he does not score big runs, all this fandom, Devashish is laughing. I think all this fandom will turn into criticism. I hope he does not nick one into the slip cordon again, so that we want to talk positive about Indian cricket. There has been a lot of negativity for the last 3 months in Australia, like bad cricket, poor cricket. Now we want to talk about players scoring runs. So hopefully Virat will score runs and not edge one in the slip cordon, so that we can talk something positive heading into the Champions Trophy. And coming to the Champions Trophy, the stadiums are not yet completed.
Absolutely, we will talk about that tomorrow. The PCB has released a video of the Gaddafi Stadium. Also, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But tomorrow,
They have used the word stunning. That is nowhere near stunning. I can say that.
I agree. I mean, I think Rohit's back as well. But Shubhan and the Shomik and Devashish, one side of me did not want Virat to play because you don't want him to fail. Because the moment he fails tomorrow, all hell will break loose and all these fans will start to troll. That's what it should not be like. This one game cannot decide this guy. Whether he scores or not, it will not impact his red ball form in June. It will not. Just go and enjoy him there as the brand, as the superstar, as the Pied Piper. This has no bearing whatsoever with his white ball form. Shubhan Chakraborty, Devashish Sen, big day for Virat Kohli, but more importantly for fans.
Mute.
That's the nature of Indian cricket fandom. Bokies can very quickly turn into brickbats. And Shubhan is right. If tomorrow Virat Kohli fishes one to the slip cordon, then that Chokli hashtag might reappear on social media. But we want, I mean, as you are absolutely right in saying that this is the moment you enjoy Virat Kohli. His return to domestic fold for Delhi, and this sort of took me back to a Bengal versus Bombay Ranji Trophy final at Wankhede, a couple of decades ago. Sachin Tendulkar on one side, Saurabh Ganguly on the other side, Manoj Tiwari playing a fantastic knock, but the little master trumping everyone with that magical innings after being sparred by Ashok Dinda. Incidentally, Ashok Dinda checked in at the press box today, had a word with us, some fun with us, but then again, it took me back. When domestic cricket has stardust, it moves fans. That's the thing. And we hope this is not just a one-up, and this will be at least 2 games per season, 3 games per season, whenever they are available, if they turn up for their respective state side in the domestic cricket will be alive and vibrant.
Devashish, your thoughts before I go to the others for closing comments? Devashish?
Boria, can you come back?
Yeah, your thoughts, similar thoughts, the same question, your thoughts, because Shomik answered it. Tomorrow it's again, I mean, one innings and all this can change. That's how fandom is. It's so fickle. But this brand, this star power was great to see today. But tomorrow, if Virat Kohli doesn't score, all hell will break loose on social media.
Yeah, but then the success of this match itself is that the number of people turning out, irrespective of what Virat scores or if Virat fails, I think the success lies in getting the fans back into the stadium to watch him play. And that to me is the success, not that how much he scores or whether he scores 100 or whether he fails, that is irrelevant. I think, yes, there will be some in the social media who will go after Kohli if he fails, but I think to get all the fans is the real success. And one more thing, Guriada, I would like to point out is that obviously it is a learning lesson for all the state associations. First is to get the star players to play the Ranji Trophy, and then obviously you can easily get the academy boys to get and watch. Like for example today, it's been a long time that I came to watch a Ranji match. I wonder why did the CAB not arrange for the academy boys? There are so many academies. They could have easily got the academy boys to watch this first class players play. And therein you can get crowds to watch. The match was live streamed and the Eden Gardens were all empty. So this is not a true picture. But the picture that we saw in Arun Jaitley Stadium was an aberration. But I think the real picture is that people not turning out to watch the first class games. And therein lies the real challenge of the Board of Control for Cricket in India, how to market it. When you talk about an IPL, you don't have the way it is in market, the way it is televised, the way it is promoted, the way the star players take part. So I think BCCI has a lot to learn from this one particular match where you can actually see that when you get the stars, you can get the numbers. So I was just citing the example of why did the MCA did not held the match at the Wankhede Stadium and get the fans to watch Rohit Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shivam Dubey and the likes. So I think definitely there's a learning for all the state associations.
Bharat, I think he makes a beautiful point there, a brilliant point, that you can actually market your Ranji Trophy like the IPL. You don't do that. I mean, there is a lesson for all state associations and the BCCI. I think Devashish Sen makes a very, very important point.
And the interstate rivalry also, Buryada. The interstate rivalry back in the day, the Delhi versus Railways, this versus that.
You know, when Lalit Modi was doing the IPL, his whole thought was, what is this rivalry that Shubham mentioned that I can create? So he created city versus city. But the state versus state was already there, a Bombay versus Delhi, or rather a Mumbai versus whatever. So you can just do that. I mean, today when you were there at the ground, Bharat Ramraj, was there any attempt on the part of KSCA to bring schools, bring school kids, bring academies? Was there anything like that? And your thoughts on what Devashish said?
Yeah, there was one academy, students from one academy. I'm not very sure those students, it was arranged by KSCA, but I could see students from one academy creating a bit of tin. Yeah, obviously 100% agree. Even if you look at state rivalries from the past, Karnataka versus Tamil Nadu was known to be a Pongal type of rivalry. There is obviously Mumbai, there was Bombay versus Delhi. A lot of such battles used to happen. Even Karnataka Hyderabad was quite big during that time, or Uttar Pradesh going up against one of the sides from West Zone, or even side from East Zone like Bengal. So these were big state rivalries. So if BCCI and state associations can pick up something on this, they can create a bit of buzz for the next season. A little bit in terms of marketing. If they really improve, they can create a bit of buzz, and that's what Ranji Trophy really needs, because it needs fans to come and watch. For example, today one of the small kids was asking why there is no power play in this particular match. So even a fan, even a kid will come to know a little more about the longest format of the game, and that is how you try to market the longest format of the game. Little more. So yes, hopefully they'll pick on this particular match and pick up from this particular match and try to create a buzz for the next season.
You're mute, Buryada.
Rohit Juglan, I'll give you the last words. Huge day for Delhi Cricket Association tomorrow. They can really make it special for fans. As an administration, they can stand up and make it massively memorable for every cricket fan who comes to the ground. It is an opportunity and also a challenge. Rohit Juglan, last words.
Rohit's internet.
They already know that on day one, on day one of this Ranji game, they were lagged a little bit as far as security is concerned. The kind of the entries and the exit points could be a little more options. Can really give the fans a little more comfort rather than queuing up on a single place and then diverging from there. So I think there are a lot of options to make it a little better experience as far as the fans are concerned. So be it about the sitting capacity is wonderful. The 15,000 fans in the Gautam Gambhir stand, then the 10,000 fans up. 10,000 fans at the Bishan Singh Bedi stand, and there are places in the Mohinder Amarnath stand also. There were DDCA people sitting in the old clubhouse stand also. So yes, as far as the sitting area is concerned, there's no problem with that. But entry and exit points could be a little more comfortable for the fans. The queuing up, they can easily tell the fans that this is the reporting time. From there, we will start the entries. Like if it is a 9:30 start, then they can clearly tell that at 8:30 we will let you in. So before that, because people are standing here from 3 a.m., they don't know that when they will get the entry, what are the exact amount of people they should let in. What about the Aadhaar card where they have to show it? So there are multiple questions, but a big day as far as the administration is concerned, and a big day for Virat Kohli also, because everyone and each of them will come only for him. It's him and the Railways bowler, somehow also, saying that it could be a century for Virat Kohli, but we have to wait and watch. We have to wait and watch. First, it's the administration, at the administrative level, Delhi has to win, and then in the ground, Buryada.
Yeah, on that note, I'll close the show. But yes, massive day. I mean, imagine the bowler who picks Virat Kohli's wicket. Tomorrow is a national sensation. He is the headline in every news channel, in every place. What he eats will also be a headline. Rohit, make sure that you get that headline also for
One thing for sure, it
There's
won't be Scott
lot
Boland.
lot of predictions on the two names, Himanshu Sangwan and Rahul Sharma. Rahul Sharma, the left arm one, and Himanshu Sangwan, who can move the ball early on. So could be an anti-climax also in the morning also. First over, second over, two quick wickets, and everything will be buzz off.
Fingers crossed for Virat Kohli, fingers crossed for the fans, fingers crossed for Delhi Cricket Association, because it's a massive day tomorrow. Join us tomorrow morning as all our colleagues bring back the action from multiple Ranji Trophy stadiums. Hello, we did not cover Delhi alone. We covered Bengal, we covered Karnataka, we covered Vidarbha, we covered Delhi, we covered Indian cricket, domestic cricket across the country. I hope you now know that we are serious about our sport. On that note, thank you very much. Devashish, Shomik, Rohit, Gargi, Bharat, Vaibhav, to everybody watching. Pleasure to bring you the show every day. Thank you very much for watching.